deal, y'all. I want to transition just a touch. Stay on Steph Curry, but I remember years ago when Shaq fouled out in the finals against Indiana, and Kobe was like, "I got you. I got this." I remember stuff like that. I remember, and I look at things of that nature, and I'm looking for who's that guy for Golden State that's gonna step up and say, "Hey, Steph, I got you. I know you ain't 100%. I got you." I'm not seeing anybody now. That's what's making me nervous, okay? When I think about Minnesota, let's take Minnesota. And Bev, your squad right now. Karl Anthony Towns is supposed to be that dude, but Anthony Edwards has arrived. You understand? But we know that Karl Anthony Towns could explode and put up some points. But let's just say for a hypothetical, or something happened to Karl Anthony Towns, and everybody said, "All right, Anthony Edwards, what you gonna do?" Anthony Edwards would be yeah, okay, we'll see. Give me the rock. I'll be here. I'm looking for who that dude is on Golden State for this particular series.
Stephen A,
because
doesn't it have to
Klay
be?
still is not 100%.
It has to be Klay, though. I've been talking about this all morning long, and I know they do it by committee, let's say, between Wiggins and when Jordan Poole can give you that impact. But watching Klay in Game 3, you still feel like there is a supernova type of Klay. And that is my thing. Even with Stephen Curry, if he's being attacked on the defensive side of the ball and you're asking him to carry the weight on the offensive side of the ball, my man gets tired quickly. So the one person that can provide that impact, that momentum swing, even though we're asking a lot for a guy that didn't play basketball in 2 years, coming off that torn ACL and that torn Achilles, it has to be Klay Thompson in this moment to help him get over it. I don't know if I see Jordan Poole or Wiggins doing it.
Well, let me listen. I'm throwing this at y'all. I'm not saying that I have the answer. I'm throwing it at y'all. You remember that one play? Because we see Klay rolling off screens all the time and popping it. We get that. But did you see the one play where he drove to the basket and Jaylen Brown followed him and blocked the shot? If you watch that particular play, just that one play, that's Boston letting you know, we can't do anything if you get space and you launch. We understand what you can do. But in terms of dribble drive penetration, getting to the hole on your own off the dribble and finishing at the basket, hell, you ain't got nothing on us if you Klay Thompson. That's what Boston seems to be saying. We're just as big, if not bigger. We're damn sure stronger, and we're clearly healthier because we weren't out the last 2 years. You were, and you're trying to get yourself back. So I'm not saying that Klay can't do something or Klay doesn't need to do something. I certainly think that he's capable of explosion. But his shot opportunities have to be created by the likes of a Steve Kerr in terms of his coaching schematically, what Draymond Green is going to do in terms of setting screens and things of that nature, and having somebody else on the court to draw some attention away so when you kick the ball to Klay, Klay can get a shot off. That's what I'm saying. You can't just give it to him and say, take us there. He needs help.
So we go just, and we just go keep giving Andrew Wiggins a pass? He's an all-star. He was an all-star this year.
I'm not.
He was an all-star this year. His ass got to wake up and step up on both sides.
But, can we be real about it? I mean, he got voted in as an all-star, PB. And, when you understand some of the pop singers that the Golden State Warriors brought into their franchise to influence the vote, and I like Wiggins. I think Wiggins is an impactful player, especially on the defensive end. And
he was worthy of being an all-star, though, Jay.
I hear you.
He was worthy of it the first half of the season. He was worthy. Not the second half.
He was not worthy. I'm
just
giving you the facts on how it became something because of the influence that the pop star had. That's the reality of it, is it not?
Yeah, but we talk about his game, though. We talk about what he saw with his game.
No,
he did deserve
I'm just saying, like, when you have
all-star, and then he became an all-star and didn't show up.
Yeah, I'm just saying when you have Andre Iguodala, dressed up, signaling you to come here. I know someone said on Twitter, an AAU dad. As an all-star, I'm all with coaching, but as an all-star, I'm locked in. It's a championship. Ain't nothing we need to talk about. We in the trenches right now. We down. We in Boston. I need to do what I need to do to get a dub tonight. I don't need no help from the side.
Hold on, Bev.
You're right.
Hold on, Bev. Hold on, Bev.
My bad.
Let's be honest about what you're saying. No. Let's be honest about what you're saying. No. Let's be honest about what you're saying. Andre Iguodala wasn't calling him over there for something schematically or here's a play here or there. The way that Andre Iguodala called him over, that seemed to be challenging him to up his level of intensity.
Yeah.
That's what you're speaking about, Ben.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Because
about.
there's nothing wrong with talking about something schematically. Energy-wise, Wiggins didn't seem to be there. That is inexcusable in the NBA Finals. You're absolutely right. This is former number 1 overall pick.
Right.
It's not skill-wise, Jay. Not skill-wise, but back in the day, I was like, I'd give him away for a bag of cookies.
Yeah.
Because his level of intensity never
and if this
seemed
was
to be
any
there.
other,
Then he upped it this year, and it ain't there now.
and if this was any other number 1 pick, everybody at this table would be all over him. That's all I'm saying. I just said he has to step up. Obviously, he's doing a great job on Jason Tatum. Maybe that's, some legs getting taken away, but this is a championship. Ain't no excuse. You got to step up.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.